The 2014 Australian Capital Territory Private and Corporate Sector Award is Samantha Kourtis.
Wow, well, I think you might all know where my tongue might be. So I'm not only very excited, but very honoured to be standing up here tonight, standing in a room of incredibly remarkable women and the people who support and celebrate with them. You're all very special people. Now just imagine if we could bottle this energy and sprinkle it all over the world, what would be possible? Thank you to Telstra for making this possible for all of us, and to the sponsors for tonight. I'm the managing partner at Capital Chemist Charmwood, and last night at the workshop, when we had to do our elevator pitch, I mentioned how, as a community pharmacist, I feel the heartbeat of my community in here, and I think everybody in Charmwood's currently having a heart attack. I could possibly be your local community pharmacist. Now, in my industry, 80% of employees are female. 70% of practicing pharmacists are female, but only 30% of us are business owners or partners, and less than 20% of us hold leadership roles in the Pharmacy Guild and Pharmaceutical Society in Australia. Now, this is nothing new to our ears, but it astounds me that given 80% of community pharmacy consumers are female, that women represent the majority of our workforce, that we still aren't at least equally represented in leadership roles for our profession. My move into management and then pharmacy partnership came about from frustration at me not being heard or having the power to change how we delivered healthcare. So I started talking about my ideas, my vision for healthcare, and for years I was laughed at and told to calm down. I'm still told to calm down. Once I landed a management role in a small community pharmacy, I lived and breathed and dreamed about that business. I wasn't the owner, I had no financial interest, but I knew that that business would become my vehicle that would lead into my first partnership, and I made enough small changes to the business that made big differences to health outcomes in the community and to the bottom dollar for the business owners. So now that I have majority share of my own pharmacy, it's like a party every day. I've built a phenomenal team who from day one, the first day they started working for me, took on board my vision and made it their own. I surround myself with champions, and I very quickly learnt that empowerment of others is key to success. New ideas are welcome with joy and possibility, and I've created a culture where failure is not worthy of fear. If we are not failing, we are not evolving. We are not inventing new ways to improve patient outcomes. We try new things so frequently that success doesn't come as a surprise, it's met with a smile and a high five. We are resilient, and our model of healthcare will take us into the future. Just as I do in my business, at home I work on designing my life. It doesn't involve balance, and I know that there are a lot of mothers in the room. When we talk about work-life balance, I think everyone's lying. It's a constant, very entertaining juggling act. On any one day, I nail something, and I have 3 children, and I am delighted when one of them is happy. I think that's why I had 3. So it's good to do weekly reviews rather than daily. But standing up here tonight, I acknowledge my wonderful husband, Dimitri, up the back. When I went into management, our youngest child was 7 months old, and I was offered this opportunity before I wanted to go back into full-time work. And my beautiful husband, with 2 degrees in his own consultancy, gave up his job so that I could follow this dream and build the life that we wanted for our family. Dimitri is my greatest love, right next to my 3 children, Madeline, Aaliyah and Tasso. These 4 people refuel me and inspire me at the end of every day. I'd like to finish on a theme that was raised at our workshop last night by my fellow finalist, Christina Ryan. She raised her hand and asked us all to leave self-denigration at the door. Now, there's a Disney film, which I'm sure maybe, just maybe, you've all heard of. So in the words of Princess Elsa, and I really would like to sing this, but I'm not going to. But often with my daughter, I feel like standing out on the balcony and letting our hair go. And singing, but I'm not. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Thank you.